Hey y'all. Hold on just 1 second. Let me gather myself. Give me just a second. I'm coming. All right, I am back. Hey y'all. Hey Nika B. Hey Angel. Hey Max Mello. Angela. Desi Land. Hey y'all. I'm just gonna wait for like a few more people and then we can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Hey Chris, I'm so happy you called it this time. Child, I got the certain urge to clean my entire house at like 7 o'clock. So that's why I pushed it back to 8:30. Child, I'll just be doing any old thing, child. Hey Channy. Hey Brandy. Limelight. Hey Brandy Bonds. All right, so it's 24 of us in here, child. Let's get into it if we're gonna get into it. Okay. Welcome to our late night hype Saturday night live, honey. Hey Sue. Where we can basically talk about whatever it is y'all want to talk about. Hey, Five, whatever it is y'all want to talk about. But first, I think we should get into Ready to Love or Lack Thereof last night. Hey, Danny. Hey, Dr. Wyatt. Hey, A Cole. I fell asleep last weekend and missed the second half of the chat. Hey, M. Sharice. I refuse to miss it tonight. Got my cup of coffee. Listen, I'm gonna try not to run that long this time because I actually do have plans in the morning. So if we could just like not, it doesn't, child. I'm gonna try not to talk, but y'all know how I speak my speech. So I mean, let us pray. That's all that's all I'm gonna say. Hey, 713. Oh, thank you so much. Are you from Houston, 713? Because honey, that used to be an area code, okay? 713-281-458, honey. Isha, you said you fell asleep too. Child, we were on that live till 1 o'clock in the morning. And let me tell y'all something. The reason that YouTube said no ma'am, okay, is because I said a word. And you know what I should have known because I had watched another YouTuber's live and they were actually talking about the same subject and they were talking about Phaedra Parks. And they were talking about what she did for her to get fired, right? Rhymes with ape but begins with an R. Okay. So they were like, oh, let me not say it because I don't want to get in no trouble. But I was thinking that's not really bad. I mean, why can't you say it? That's what she accused Candy of doing, allegedly. So then the next thing I know, I said it. And then I get an email saying, that needs to come down because you violated YouTube ad guidelines. And I'm like, oh, well, child, let me not speak my speech that way, honey. I'm gonna have to leave y'all over here if I can't say what I want to say. Now I'm already not using profanity. Okay, so what y'all want me to do, honey? This ain't Little House on the Prairie, child. I gotta speak my speech. Sometimes I gotta cuss, okay? And then I'm looking at other, stuff. I even watched a video. I didn't actually watch it, but I passed the thumbnail and it was talking about how to ride a man, how to mount him, and all kind of stuff. I'm like, this what we doing on YouTube? But I can't say the word ape, okay? But what rhymes with ape, child? Discrimination, child. Hey, Misha in chat, about to go watch Mortal Kombat with my son, but just dropped in to say, hey, girl, hey, Angel. I want to see that too. You know what? I need to watch that with my baby. I think he'll like that. Hey, Amazing Dreams. She said, I'm ready to fall asleep again with y'all. Ciao. Hey, Kelly Keys. Welcome to the opinionated family, honey. Listen, you say whatever you feel over here on this channel, child, okay? We keep it respectful amongst the opinionators. If you feel a certain way, that's fine. We're going to be right here to support. It's all good. I'm so happy that you decided to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Hold up. I just walked in the room. What are we talking about? Riding, mounting? Oh, no, Alyssa, I was saying that. Hey, J Dub. I was saying that my live last Saturday was not up to par because they were saying that I used a word that was inappropriate. But I was telling them that I actually passed a YouTube video that was talking about somebody, actually engaging in intercourse and how she mounts this man and all of this kind of stuff. And I just was looking like, okay, but they told me to take mine down. Okay, child, whatever. I just watched Mortal Kombat. It's very violent. I wouldn't recommend for anyone under 10. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Limelight. Okay, well then that's out, child. We'll stick to Soul. Okay. I'm so glad Troy gone. Yes, let's get into it, honey. Let's get into it if we're gonna get into it. Okay, so Troy and his nasty, wet, sloppy, disgusting kisses. Yuck. Okay? Disgusting. Child, when I looked at Troy, I knew initially, first of all, it's something going on with his head. It's not quite centered. You know how your mama got to kind of shape your head or whatever when you're little? You know, rub your head, continuously rub your head so you can get the shape of it all. I knew something was off about him because he had a slight slant. I said, oh, he gonna be trouble. Something about that ain't gonna be right. And then he had that. This is how I knew he was an F boy, okay, or an F man. Okay. He had a part on the side of his head. The only man that needs a part on the side of their head is either Mr. T, okay, one of the franchise boys, okay, one of the Migos, if they should choose, or a little bitty kid, honey, sitting up there 51 years old with that part on the side of your head. Boy, goodbye. A flat-headed fool. Look, 713. Look, creepy. You're right, Kimberly. Just a creepy old uncle. Disgusting. But see, this is the thing. I feel like, wait a minute, hold on. What you say, Mrs. C? Someone said my spirit twin was live and roasting. Hey, girl. Hey. Listen, this is what I really feel. I feel like they should have eliminated them as a group, honey, because I think Fly need to stop buzzing around everybody who's uninterested. And she should have went on with Troy. Child, she's the same person. They need to go and go together. Like, what she's sticking around for? It ain't nothing she gonna be able to do. So I'm just trying to figure out why she was allowed to stay and he had to go. Honey, they're the same person. The only difference is she doesn't kiss or slobber on people, but honey, she would slobber on AJ if she could, child. Allegedly. Okay, let me make sure I say allegedly. Hey, Valerie. Troy was not there for honorable reasons, trying to be a player, but totally creepy. Exactly, Kay. I'm like, ugh. No, Alexis is not as bad as Troy, J Dub, but this is the thing. For a woman, Alexis is too much. Okay, like, oh my gosh. Like, poor Jason with his little timid self, honey, him and his little baby teeth, they were about to be on the floor. She was sliding the man on off the couch. If I'm sitting with a man and he's sitting so far apart, we could fit Liz and AJ in between us, I would be like, you know what? Me and my thigh high boots, we bid you adieu. Honey, I gotta go. You ain't interested in me? Child, goodbye. Just sitting up there with them thigh high boots on, not making no sense. Thank you, Valerie. Yes, please hit the like button for me. It is 112 of you on this live or just passing through. If you are, or if you've been on a live or watched a video, please do not hesitate to subscribe. You guys are so awesome. I'm on my way to 10,000 subscribers. And let me tell y'all something. Let me just stop and say thank you so much. Like, y'all just don't even understand. To me, it's not even just about the number of subscribers. It's just the fact that people are entrusting me. It's almost like pressure. Like when I put out a video, I'm like, okay, this got to be good, because they come over here to get their laughs, to get their kikis, to get their life, honey. Okay. So I'm like, let me make sure that this is good. Sometimes I have to scrap my whole entire wait a minute, she said my screen is out of focus. It is. Sometimes I have to scrap my whole entire video and start all the way over. So, I'm just very happy that you guys actually support me. And I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, honey. Now let's get back to what we was talking about. Okay, yeah, but Alexis is disgusting. Okay. And I just feel like as a woman, she needs to just be a little bit more subtle. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with, making little sexual remarks or what have you, but at the same time, I mean, just be a little bit more subtle about it so that men actually take to it. She's so forward that they don't want to have anything to do with it. She killed me calling herself fly, then tell the teacher he probably doesn't recognize her because she's so fly. Fly away, please. And then that's the thing. Like, let him compliment you. She was fishing for compliments. I'm sure you never seen me this fly. I'm like, what is happening? Girl, goodbye. Let me see. Your screen is out of focus. Is it still out of focus, Trina? I don't know how it's out of focus though, because this is the same way I do my lives all the time. Hold on for just one moment. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Is it better? I don't know how it's out of focus. Yes, we will be talking about Married at First Sight next, child. She killed me calling herself fly, child. She kills me calling herself fly. Okay, she's still saying my screen is out of focus. Is anybody else seeing that? Can you comment in the chat? Yeah, it's a little blurry. So is her comment on the screen. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end my live and then maybe it's just my eyes. Sorry, continue. Oh, it's clear? Oh, okay, okay, okay. Oh, child. I was gonna say, oh no, honey. I done said something and now they're trying to blur out my lives, honey. No, ma'am. Okay. Look, Jay does say, girl, we ain't worry about no screen, honey. Speak your speech. Well, he didn't say speak your speech, but y'all know how I like to add a little judge to my words, okay? All right, so what y'all think about Kyra? I think nothing, honey, flat as a rock, because we haven't seen much. When we did see her, she was a little bit, I don't know. I just didn't like the way she handled the whole situation when Jason told him about him being depressed. I didn't appreciate that. And this episode, we didn't even see her go on dates. So I'm trying to figure out, is anyone feeling her besides AJ and his one card, honey? So I'm just trying to not see it. Y'all are so crazy. We don't see enough of Kyra. We showed her, and I'm thinking to myself, girl, listen, I'm in Houston. The courthouse is closed, honey. I know you're doing Zoom meetings or Zoom, whatever it is, but Zoom hearings, but we're gonna need you to be on the show. I'm glad they sent Sid from Ice Age home. Listen, I'm glad they did too. That's exactly who he looked like. Girl, wait a minute. That is exactly who he looks like. Child, I have heard it all. I thought Kyra was going to have to beat them off. I did too, especially when she came in with her green, her emerald green fitted dress. I was like, oh, okay. I'm thinking she gonna be like top on everybody's list. This is what I think about this season. It's something about it that's not cohesive. That's the word. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's something missing. And it's not even Troy, because I mean he was there for a minute, but he wasn't doing number kissing nobody. Boy, got head on with them COVID kisses. But it's something about either the format or about them in general that is just not, it's just not right. I don't know what it is. Kyra is cute, but we don't know her. He sure does look like Sid, honey. Alexis has fish eyes. Sometimes she dresses nicely, but not enough to be fly. Girl, she dressed like a first lady. Okay. When that initial meet and greet, when they were all mingling it, child, she had that cape on. Honey, now that's a cape. AJ talking about Liz. Liz did have a cape on. But AJ had on one as well. Don't think we dress like superheroes down here. I'm not running around dressing like Captain America and the Incredible Hulk, honey. That's them. Child, I don't know why they dressing like that. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay. Nothing to do with me. I told you I like the resort setup. Me too. That's what I said in my second review, I think. Child, the episode's so boring. I don't even know what episode we on, but I think it was the second one after the casting special, and I realized they were all going to be going to their own homes and all that. I was like, I don't like that. I feel like I want to see them sneaking down the hallway like Brian was last year, trying to go to different people's rooms. Honey, put them in a dorm situation. I don't like that they get to go to their own homes. I didn't like that. Exactly. It's a whole pandemic and he kissing everybody. Disgusting, Amina. I was like, what? Boy, and they should have even told him. Like, in all seriousness, they should have told Troy, listen, okay, as a liability, you know you are becoming a liability. You cannot kiss people. We are in the middle of a pandemic. Should your saliva, okay, disgusto, cause one of these people to contract COVID, it could infect the entire cast. So please keep your nasty, crusty, dusty lips to your damn self. Boy, how many times I got to tell you? You too old. And then when he was leaving, did y'all hear what he said? He told my I ain't gonna do it again. You know, I learned my lesson. I mean, okay, I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna do it again. I might mess up in another way, but I'm not gonna do that again. Boy, yes, you are, honey. Probably kiss nephew Tommy's the wife on the way out. Child, you can't be trusted. Those shorts and boots were a hot mess. Was she dressing like that down to the church meetings? Baby, listen. And still couldn't keep that pastor engaged. Okay. He was still taking phone calls at 1 a.m. Talking about, let me pray for you. But did y'all hear when David said his mom used to answer the phone? Praise the Lord. Child, when I tell you I hollered when I heard that, I don't know why that was so funny to me. I think it's because I could just imagine. Just imagine me calling somebody's house in high school and being like, "Can I speak to David?" Because y'all know that's when you used to have a house phone back in the day, honey. You ain't had no cell phone. You had to go through the mama, and then she got to look at the clock and make sure you're not calling too late. Make sure you're not fast, honey. Make sure your mama and them is a good people. So she would answer the phone and be like, "Hello, who you want to speak to?" And you had to be like, can I speak to James?" Hold on right quick. And baby, it's a little bit too late to be calling, okay? I'm gonna let James speak to you this time. But you need to call here before 9 o'clock. You need to call here before 9 o'clock. So when I heard praise the Lord, child, that just, I mean, I could just hear her saying it like that. I don't know if she has this accent. But child, that was so funny to me, honey. Maybe I'm alone, child. Y'all know I'm crazy. My stepdad was a bishop, but my parents were cool. See, that's what I'm saying. I mean, just answer the phone. Hello, lady. Child, tell me some praise the Lord. We love God too. I don't even watch any other shows you review besides Mavs, but I still listen to all your videos. Oh, thank you, Sage and Songs. And see, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all so supportive, man. You know, even if you watch 1,000,001 YouTube reviewers and you subscribe to their channel as well, as long as you stop by over here for a minute, I am more than happy with that. Okay. What you say, KB? My daddy used to tell the boys, go to bed. She sleep. Okay, listen. Oh, ooh, child, let me tell y'all this story that's not really a story. Okay? It really ain't nothing, but let me just tell you. So in school, everybody knew that I love to talk on the phone. I just like to talk, okay? Honey, y'all see I be laughing at my own self. I don't even need nobody, child. It could just be me and the TV, and we gonna have a good old time, okay? So that's why I decided to get a YouTube channel so somebody else can hear me speak my nonsense. So I used to always talk on the phone, but my mom and my dad didn't want me to talk to boys on the phone. But I was like, look, I got to make a way. Okay. So I was telling my friend, I'm like, look, call with Brandon on three-way. And then when you say hello, my mom is all like, hello, Misha, telephone. And I get on the phone and she hang up, then you hang up. Okay. So I can have a little alone time with my man. So, it went good for a little while. And a little while, my mama started thinking that I was becoming a big girl. So she decided to give me my own phone line. And y'all remember when you could have a separate phone line within your house and everybody else has another phone line? So I was like, okay, oh my God, I got my own phone line. I was in the 8th grade. Child, you couldn't tell me nothing, honey. I had got it for Christmas. And I was thinking I ain't had no gifts because I was looking like, well, it's my wrappings, honey. I don't see nothing under the tree, but I did get a few things, but it wasn't looking zhuzh like it looked every other year. So, child, she was like, okay, you can just go in your room. And I'm like, go in my room, honey. It's Christmas morning, child. I know I ain't on punishment, but I would probably do something to get on punishment. So I went in my room and there was this phone. That's when we had the clear phones that just light up. You didn't even have to have the ring on. Okay. So it was a clear phone with a bow on it. And then my mom went in the other room. She called my phone and it rang and I had my own phone number. I was like, oh my God. I was calling out my friends like, hey, girl, I got my own phone line. But little did I know that I have my own phone line, but my mama would take the phone out of my room every night at 7:30. I'm like, not every night at 7:30, child. What? So I was like, okay. So I had gotten in trouble at school for some reason. I don't know what it was, but I was having boys call me all up and through because now I got my own line uninterrupted. Okay. Or so I thought. So I was like, okay, the boys can call me and I'm gonna sit on the phone and bring all the boys to the yard or whatever, fast, all the way in the 8th grade. So 7:30, J Dub, okay, honey. That's why I laughed so loud when he said she said praise the Lord, okay? Because my mama don't play. So she was like, take it out of your room at 7:30 And because she wanted me to be asleep by 9 o'clock. Child, please. I used to be watching all kind of stuff, honey. Watching Real Sex and switching to the other channel so I didn't have to doing all kind of stuff I wasn't supposed to do. So I was like, okay. I gave her the phone and then I got in trouble for something. I don't really understand what it was about because I really never got in trouble, but I guess I did something. So she took the phone. Child, listen. I had a best friend at school. Her name was Crystal. That's not her real name, but I'm just gonna say her name was Crystal. Shout out to Crystal, honey. I still love you to this day. And Crystal had a sister that was in high school. So we in the 8th grade. Her sister is in the 11th grade. And she was like, my sister can get you a phone. I'm like, girl, really? So my mom would give me allowance. I saved up that allowance because those clear phones were like $15 back in the day. And that was a lot of money. Okay. Back in like 94 or 93. So I'm like, okay, I gave her the money and she would bring me a phone to school. So BT Uncut. Yes, yes, ma'am, honey. Watching all that. Talking about I need a tip drill. I need a tip drill. Girl, if you don't go to bed. So, oh, and that's another fun fact. My soon-to-be ex-husband's sister is in the tip drill video. Child, my life is a Lifetime movie, honey. So anyway, so I was like, okay, bring me a phone. So she brought me a phone or whatever. And I'm thinking my mom had this big industrial fan in her room that was like so loud. It was like one of those cafeteria fans, those big box fans. I don't know why, but I'm surprised it didn't blow it to hell into the backyard. But she had that in her room. Okay, so every night when she would go to sleep, I would sneak on the phone and start talking with my alternate phone. Now I'm thinking I'm really doing something. Child, that phone lit up because you don't have to have a ringer on. All you have to do is see them little lights, them little neon lights going. So, child, that phone went to ringing, and I'm up under the covers. I done made me a fort. I'm talking about, yeah. So, in third period, you was looking real cute. I love you too. Don't know nothing about no love, honey. A fool, okay. So I'm like, oh, I love you too. Okay, and so I'm gonna see you next period. Okay, and then girl, I'm just talking. Next thing I know, I hear my mama say, hang up that phone. I said, oh my God. When I tell y'all my stomach sank to my feet, all I heard was, praise the Lord. That is why that is so funny to me. Because when I tell you that my stomach dropped so bad, I said, oh my God, I've been caught. And she was like, where the hell did you get that phone? And I said, because look, I couldn't reveal my sources because me and April were best friends. And if I messed it up, then I wasn't gonna be able to get another phone. The next week, I did the same thing over again, child. I've been loving the phone ever since I can remember. But now I don't like to talk on the phone. And I have a real bad habit of not answering sometimes because I don't want to really hear people's voices. Like I just text me, child, honey. That's all I'm saying. Just text me, child. Okay. What you say, DRY? We had the same childhood. Girl, she took that phone out of there. And I was like, you know what? And then I did it again the next week. Today's kids are so spoiled because we pay their cell phones. We struggle so much growing up. Listen, Sue, exactly. My son gonna tell me, I don't really like this Nintendo Switch anymore. What's going on with the PS5? I said, well, what is going on with the PS5, honey? You know how many super chats I got to get a PS5? Boy, if you don't go on, honey, and go have a seat, child, if I get you one of them clear phones, they got to light up. But I think I am going to get him a house phone because these little heifers out here today, honey, I'm going to need to be answering the phone. Praise the Lord. You would like to speak to who? Okay, baby, it's a little bit too late to be calling him, okay? Child, I'm just saying. All right, child, let's get back on track, honey. Oh, did you? Listen, me too. It was one of those ones where you had to sell books or you had to sell candies or whatever, and you got that light up phone, child. Mm-hmm. Nothing is going on with a PS5. Not nothing. Not over here. My mom will pick up the phone while I was on it talking about Chandra. Get off that phone. My mama did the same thing to me. She would be like, all right now. Or sometimes I would just hear, because you could hear when the other phone get picked up. And this is what I used to do. I used to be like, when I hear the other phone on the, in the other room get picked up, I would say, okay, hold on just a second. And we would all be sitting there in silence. I'm like, you ain't about to hear nothing I'm talking about, honey. As Stacy said, I need my privacy. Don't read my journal, honey. Stacy, I'm with you now, honey. I need my privacy. Do not listen to me. My mama liked ripping the cord out too. Just me. Child, to tear that phone cord up. And then it had that little plastic piece on the end where you stick it into the jack. Child, my mama used to tear them things up. Don't let me start talking back. Child, she'll tear that whole phone cord up. I had that clear phone to sneak too. I didn't tell my mama until I was grown. Child, I ain't gonna even tell y'all the story I told my mama when I was grown, honey. Because look, I used to be sneaking out the window, sneaking people in the window, doing all kind of stuff, child. I want to know more about your lifetime movie life. Oh, Valerie, honey, we're gonna have to, child. We can't talk about it over here on YouTube. Used to put one of those little locks on the phone and we could not use it. Oh, Melissa, she tried that one time, honey. But you know what? I went and got another phone, honey. And wasn't nothing gonna stop me from speaking my speech, honey. If I want to speak to a boy, I'm gonna speak to a boy. Do you understand me? I had carrier pigeons all outside the door, all outside the windows. Like, look, take this to Brandon's house and then come right back, okay? Because I got somebody to tell him. But yeah, those were the good old days, honey. Child, I done got us all off track. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so we were talking about Troy. We were talking about Fly. Kyra, she ain't hitting on nothing. Jason. Okay. I don't know about Jason. But what I do know is that he does not like Alexis. I can tell you that's for damn sure. Okay. His body language said it's a hell no. Okay. Just let your son do his layups, come to practice, shoot some hoops. But as far as being on your team, honey, it's a hell no. I don't want to be on your team. It's not gonna be able to happen. Give me the jersey. It's not gonna be able to happen. So we all know that it ain't going, child. That ain't going nowhere. That's what I said I was gonna do. Chandra is give me a Patreon. But it's like I feel so bad because I don't feel like people should have to pay to talk to you. Like that is just so like, I don't want to take the let me see how I can explain it. I don't want to take away us being organic, as Nene would say over on the Housewives of Atlanta. I just want us to be able to speak our speech without having to charge y'all for whatever. Not Jason got on a glued on beard. Jada, you all a mess. Jason doesn't like loud, talkative women. That's what I gathered so far. Me too, Sue. And that's what I said. I said, you know what? When I was watching him interact with Kyra, she was just sitting there smiling. But see, what he don't understand, he doesn't pick up on cues. Kyra doesn't like him. That's why she was so quiet and reserved. She just smiled a little bit and ate her dessert. But as far as Fly is concerned, she's more forward and he's leaning back as she's leaning forward. Honey, he don't want none of that. Child, he doesn't like her at all. He doesn't like her. He finds her very off-putting. He seems like he's been ducking and dodging her at the games, which is why she didn't have a chance. Exactly. Probably pulling his hat all the way to the front. Jason, we still know it's you, honey. We see those teeth. Okay. So come from up under that hat, honey, and say hi to Fly and let her fly on over there to the other coaches on the other team, child. Ooh. Kyra is a clown. Kyra a clown. Still after AJ. Yeah, you know what, Phil? And I was watching a preview of next week's episode, and I said, is that her over there looking at AJ and talking to AJ? Girl, just say you wanted him to pay for that date. And then when he paid for it or whatever, or told you the excuse, now you're good and you're going to go out with him again. And you a whole lawyer and he in the studio dropping no beats, honey. Ain't nobody's track. But you still going to give him a chance, honey. Just say that. Patreon, it's organic. Let the people bless you if they are able. Oh, thank you, J Dub. Yeah, that's a good, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just be feeling so bad about asking people for, to like, especially during this time, like asking people to sign up for this or do that. And I don't know. I'm weird like that. Jason is kind of meek. So Alexis was too much. Kyra likes a more bold type of man. She does. She does. I can see that, Kelly. I'm with you on that. I think Jason does like a more, you know what? Maybe we should put Jason on a date with Liz. You think he would like Liz? What y'all think? Y'all think David would like Liz? I mean, not David, Jason. Y'all think Jason would like Liz? I think he would. Yes, Miss Valerie is holding it down for me in the chat, honey. Please hit that like button. Yes, Phil, I have a Cash App. It's $ Misha IMO. It's scrolling down at the bottom of the screen. Thank you so much. I love Liz and David together. I do too. I knew when they were singing, the Lord, the Lord. I knew when they were singing about the Lord and, they harmonized and everything. And she was in the key of C and he was kind of in the key of what the hell's going on. I knew then that they were going to be a good match. And I said, look at them, honey, harmonizing and falling in love, child. I love it. I just knew it then. I said, I ain't going to be nobody else for the two of them. Honey, if y'all don't believe me, go back and watch episode review number 1. I said, look, the minute they got to singing, I knew that they were going to be a match made in heaven, literally. What you say, Fussy Rusty? Kyra doesn't like anyone. She don't like nobody. She don't like nobody but AJ. And AJ don't like nobody but himself. Because this is my thing. I don't want you commenting on my clothing. If I think I'm put together, let me think I'm put together, honey. Don't pick me apart, honey. It's hard to get yourself together. So don't come telling me I look like no. And I'm starting to think you have a fascination with superheroes, and that's weird in and of itself. Okay, Jacob already told us over on Married at First Sight that having those vector drawings of little kids dressed as superheroes was weird. But then we got AJ over here on Ready to Love, and everything that he suggests that someone that he's interested in is a superhero. If he don't get the hell on, child, goodbye. We not, but honey, I just made a reference, lovely T. I was just making a reference. Just a little something for you speaking your speech. You put in the work, and I enjoy your reviews more than the actual shows. Thank you, Chris. That is so sweet of you. Thank you so much. I wonder if they're going to show the date between Tressa and Dietrich. I wonder if they are, but I'm trying to figure out if she's going to be eliminated before that even gets to happen. Because, I mean, did she go on a date? She didn't even go on a date this episode. But you see, she started piping up when Vernisha said that she had that date with Joelle. And that's why I was like, look, do not give them too much. You are saying too much. Like, don't give them all that. Just be like, yeah, we had a date. It was really nice. I enjoyed it. Child, don't tell him that he cooked those powdered eggs. Don't tell him about that bacon that was barely cooked. Okay. Child, Joelle now, honey. And and I know Vernisha was trying to be cute because she picked up like a half of one egg. I said, Vernisha, if you don't feel that plate, then where are the grits? Honey, I'm Southern, honey. I need some bacon, eggs, grits, toast, biscuits, jelly, and then just give me a little fruit on the side. Okay. But Tressa was like, I like him as well. And I love his accent. I was like, oh, child, you know what? I think that it's gonna be some issues because did y'all see on the previews when she said you were Vernisha said this to Joelle. She was like, you were willing to just drop me and leave me hanging. And I don't know what happened, child, but I think it's because of Stacy. But then I seen Stacy over there having a cycling date with Dietrich. So I'm like, I wonder how this is going. AJ is fine as hell to me, and everybody be dragging him. Oh, I'm not saying he's not attractive, but I just don't like his attitude. I don't like the way he does what he does. I feel like he's very off-putting to me. And I don't think I guess my vibe probably wouldn't vibe with him because I would be like, you think you too much, honey. Child, goodbye. Thank you, Chandra. Vernisha's outfit when she was at Joelle's was a no for me. You didn't like it? I thought she looked cute and casual. What did you like about it? Tell me in the chat. I love fish and grits with cheese and nothing else. Baby, listen to me. And a little bit of salt and pepper. I mean, look, you speaking my language. Thank you, Sunshine and Flowers. You always come through. You're so sweet. Thank you for the super sticker. Joelle can get it with that accent. Look, look. I was like, you know what? The reason I like the accent, but the reason why I just can't, child, because sometimes them New Orleans men, listen, when Katrina happened and a lot of them came to Houston, they are so aggressive. Like they will literally grab you by your hair at the gas station and be like, "You heard me? No, I didn't hear you, and please let me go. Unhand me, you cad. Like, please do not. Like, leave me alone, child." New Orleans men, they are aggressive, honey. Shout out to all the New Orleans men, honey, because I don't want to get no kind of lashing in my comments, but y'all, I cannot be bothered. No, ma'am. We just can't see enough balance of interactions amongst the whole cast per episode. Jason is hard to gauge so far. AJ is overrated. Preach. And what you said on your review about Ron looking like Donkey Kong, yes. I mean, this is the thing. At first, I was like trying to move in. Exactly. Talking about the house got swept away in Katrina. Baby, Katrina happened in 2009, honey. We are in 2021. And you still talking about Katrina? Boy, if you don't go on, honey, and put your PlayStation over there. You heard me? Put your PlayStation over there. Girl, the way Joelle was holding Vernisha had me in my feelings like, Lord, send him my way. Big Mama's Kitchen, listen to me. And then he towered over her a little bit too. Dipped down and got in one of them Troy hugs. And honey, I know she was soft as Charmin, honey. He was all in that thing like, ooh, child, that baby said he said she felt like a Zulu ball. I said, not the Zulu ball, honey. Child. Ronald is absolutely no for me. It was all a dream. I concur, honey. Disgusting. Was it 2005? Child, it might have been. Honey, in 2021, they still trying to move in. Child. Hi, Just the T, please, 93. Thank you for joining this live. It is 209 of us on this chat. Please do not hesitate to stop right now and like the live for me. I would really appreciate it. All right, so we're going to switch gears real quick. Let's talk about maths real quick. I can't with the 2-hour maths either, Lady Red. I can't with the 10-minute maths, okay? Don't give me none of it. And listen, I know y'all probably wanted me to review the Unmatchables, but we already reviewed the Unmatchables. So, I mean, what is this, the sequel? I mean, the Unmatchables are already on. So, I mean, I just don't understand. And I'm like, I don't understand what I'm about to do with that. KB, I've been to one. I've been to one, honey, and it was everything, okay? Everything. So, yeah, because I got some cousins that live in New Orleans. So, yeah, Married at First Sight. We need a break. And at first I was like, okay, I'm gonna do the Unmatchables. And I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do that. Okay. Cause I feel like we need to keep the maths mess going. But then when this lady said she be farting and she ain't been kissed in 11 years or something like that, I was like, I'm not about to play with you. Okay. Cause then people gonna think I'm being mean to you. And I'm not about to play with you. Okay. So let's just leave that alone. And then the other one came in and he talking about he want his woman to smell like something. And he was standing over caskets talking to dead people. I'm not about to be playing with you either. Because if I'm on one of my reviews and I happen to say, I see dead people, and then people get mad at me and all in the comments, like, you making fun of him because he sell caskets. I don't have time. I need a break. Exactly. Unwatchable. Yes, Allie Renee. Unwatchable. Sunshine and Flowers. Unmatchables was disgusting. It was. And I tried to watch a little bit of it and say, you know what? Let me just try it. But then I feel like Pastor Cal and them playing at this point. Y'all ain't got nothing else to do. Y'all have 17 different Married at First Sight spinoffs happening at the same time. And then now you're letting this lady come on TV and say she likes to fart and whatnot and all that. Like, I'm not about to do that with y'all. No, ma'am. Nope. No, thank you. Misha said Ron looks like Donkey Kong. He does. Google it. Google it and put Ron's face right next to it. I ain't noticed it at first, but honey, when he got to talking and all whatever that girl name is, Chrysanthemum, saw it was dollar signs, I said, oh girl, honey. Ugh. Child, I'm gonna kiss that. If you kiss him, you get bananas. Remember remember on Donkey Kong, you used to get bananas and coins? Honey, that's what she gonna get, the coins from Donkey Kong. Girl, she was on my nerves so bad talking about farting. Girl, bye. Disgusting. CJ, I looked at that. I said, I'm not about to do that with them. Child, it's not even worth a view. Reality TV is at an all-time low. It is. And I didn't even know if Midwest, honey, you leaving? Night night. I don't even know if it's just they should have brought Second Chance back. If it's just the COVID and the casting and people are afraid to come out, so they choose Troy and Chris. But I mean, at this point, like, can we please get something else? Like, this is ridiculous. That's another thing, Jocelyn. It was 2-stage and scripted for me. I said the exact same thing. I said, what is this? I feel like he's a paid actor, and I feel like I've seen him on something before. I don't know what it is, honey. It probably was a flyer from Willie Watkins and Phaedra down in Atlanta. Thank you, Gypsy Chick. Ready for Love is making me embarrassed of how these H-Town women are dressing. Everybody, we really don't dress. Are you from that H-Town, honey? Listen, we really don't dress like that. Because I can put myself together, okay? And child, I don't know what that is. I was looking at them like, okay, girl. We had Liz walking in with some sparkly pants on, and then we all saw the denim on denim on denim on denim that damn Alexis Fly had on. I was like, oh my God, that was just as country. They already think we milk cows before the sun comes up, child, and drive horses down the highway. Please don't do that. Hey, E-Love. Hey, Miss C-Bay. Maybe we should binge the Australian maths and do a single live for the whole season. Listen, Tiffany, you might be talking about something. Or would y'all be down for that? Put a Y in the chat if you would be down for that. Because listen, I started a few of the Australia episodes, but I was like, you know what? No, thank you. Midwest, did you see Rashid and Simona reviewing the show on YouTube? I did see that, Midwest, honey, and I don't like it. I don't like that. because first of all, I don't like how close Simone getting to my man. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, I did see that. I actually watched the first two, but to me it's more so they are okay, so I see a whole bunch of wives. Okay, so we're gonna do that. It's gonna be one, it might be like a 2 hour review though. Okay. So I'm just gonna give like a little heads up. You might have to watch it in parts because it's gonna be the whole season captured in one whole review. So it's probably going to be like, look, Valerie said, absolutely not. So it might be like 2 hours long. But yeah, I did see Rashid and Simone, but it looks like they're mostly watching the show and then giving like a little bit of commentary on it. Sometimes I be getting confused on what an actual review is. Sometimes I feel like I give too much detail and you've already watched the show. So why am I giving so much detail? And sometimes I feel like I need to switch it up and just say, as I'm watching the show, this is what I observed, and this is what I want to say about it. So y'all tell me which format you like better. Do you like me going in and telling you what I saw and then actually elaborating on it? Or do you think it would be better fitted if I just said, look, I watched Ready to Love and they were getting on my nerves. This is what I think about her and this is what I think about them. Because y'all know I just like to talk. Are Simone and Rashid a couple? I don't know because it's like sometimes they talk about other people, but I think they're just trying to throw people off of their scent, which we really don't care, honey. Just get into it if you're gonna get into it, okay? But I don't know if they're a couple or not, but it's looking like. I'm just saying it's looking like. You like the second one where I just tell you what I think? Be you, girl. We here because you're different. Oh, thank you. Did you see the interview with Stacey from Ready to Love? No, Rochelle, what was it? Because I need to see that. What was she talking about? About how people think she's an ice queen? Was she talking about that? I feel like you do a nice combination of both. Speak your speech. Thank you, Caramel Kisses. I try to, but then sometimes when I listen to it back, I'm like, girl, why are you telling them all this? They already know. And then he said this and then she said that. But then sometimes I get people that say, I don't even watch this show. I'm not watching it anymore. I'm just listening to your review. And then I feel like I have to give them what they didn't get because they didn't watch. You know, if that makes any sense. Thank you, Caramel. They sit really close on the reviews, Simone and Rashid. They do. They sit really close. And she makes like little comments like, well, you cooked for me. Honey, she want everybody to know he cooked for her so bad. I'm like, yes, ma'am, Simone. Congratulations, honey. Congratulations. Simone don't, Rashid don't want Simone to buy one. CJ, listen, you better come from behind this chat, child. And I know you in Houston, honey. We are best friends. Okay. When I tell you we think just alike, let me tell y'all something. I watched it. Okay. Because I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to feel, want y'all to feel like I was a hater because y'all know I love me some Rashid. But it's not so much the body language is off. It's the fact that I watched them watch this show together. He doesn't want her to be her. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like the way he does. Like if she's really funny because I was watching it and if she's not on there, it's not really worth watching to be quite honest. But I was watching it and she was making little comments about Ron and about she said Ron has real long money because she said she used to date his cousin and the caskets are selling, honey. So okay. And she said that Ron's money was real long and he was a nice guy. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. And she was just giving some insight because she actually knows some of these people because she's from Houston as well. She's not from Houston, but she lives in Houston. So as she was like making her little comments, I would see him side eye her a lot. Or he would say, are you done? And I'm like, okay, see, that wouldn't work for me because I want somebody that wants me to be unapologetically me. Not saying I act a fool or anything. I'm very, put together when I'm out and about, honey. Ain't no foul language and ghetto talking and bonnet, the salvation, helmet of salvation wearing out in public. I don't do all of that. But at the same time, I want you to love that I'm kind of crazy. And I say stuff that is like off the wall. I want you to look at me and say, baby, you're so funny. I want somebody like that. And Rashid is not that person, honey. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, look, I ain't got time. Rashid and Simone cloud chasing, trying to stay relevant. Honey, you're trying to ride off of season 4 from season 3. If y'all don't go, is Houston small? No, it's like it's big, but it's small. Cause it's like it's the 4th largest city, but yet I feel like I know everybody. And they mama now. Like even when I go to the store with my helmet of salvation. No, I'm just playing. But like, even if I just run to the store real quick, I'm gonna see somebody that I know that's gonna know somebody that they know. It's like 6 degrees of separation. So that's what I feel like is with Houston. It's like a small town within a large city. I don't know. He's not. He ain't. Is Ron a nice guy though? He wants his wife to be submissive and stay home. Miss C, listen. I think he just is very excited about his money. And I feel like he leads with money because he knows he kind of talk with a lisp a little bit. So I feel like he once they figure out he got that lisp, they're gonna be out. No, I'm just kidding. But I feel like he's leading with his wallet. And so to let women know that he's, a catch, I feel like he goes in with, I want you to stay home and I want to take care of you. And baby, that's all you had to tell Chris, honey. That's all you had to tell him. That's probably how they met. But she said Kyra is one of her best friends. I saw they were in Dubai together. Yeah, and then that's the thing. Okay, so on next episode, remember last live, if you were on here, I told you that Chrysanthemum and Stacy are best friends, right? And so I was like, okay, they're best friends in real life. Because y'all remember I told y'all I did some Instagram investigating. So they're actually friends in real life. And now it's going to spill over into the show. But I didn't actually think it's weird because when I was watching Rashid and Simone, it's like at one point she was saying like she didn't really know Kyra. And then in the other breath, she was like, we're best friends. So I don't know. No wonder Chrysanthemum likes Ron. Yes, honey, because baby, that money, them caskets are selling. Child, the urns and everything. Child, let the church say amen. I hope he can offer more than money. He needs to have some substance outside of the funerals, honey, because I don't want to hear nothing about them dead people. I'm just telling you right now, child. I'm just telling you right now. Better not come home telling me about ashes to ashes and dust to dust. No, thank you, honey. No, thank you. No, thank you. Freaking frack. Okay, completely whack. Why you want to pick up somebody else's name from a whole nother show? That right there to me screamed, we want to be relevant. We want to keep this going. I want you to look at me. And I just didn't like that. I'm like, what is happening? What's going on? Valerie and Monica King, how's your family? What's happened with Monica King's family? I hope everything is okay. Cause y'all know how I am. If I see something like that, honey, I gotta know what's going on. Make sure y'all okay. Just bring home the check, honey. Cut the check. Bust it down. Turn your goofy down. I don't know that, but why would that be a problem of them being BFFs? It's not, but they're saying that on the episode next week that they're too engaged with each other, Amina, and not engaging with the men. And it's kind of like just walking around letting people know that they're best friends, which is that was so strange to me too, because it didn't seem like they even knew each other from the first few episodes that we've been seeing. Even in the brunch, they didn't really communicate with each other. But I guess that was just them, waiting until this episode or something. I don't know. But the men seemed to have a problem with it because they were together more than they were trying to get to know them. KB, that's why you my people. I don't like Stacy. I don't either. It's something about her. It's just something about her. I don't know what it is. And it's not because I was trying to pinpoint it because I was like, I don't want to be one of those girls that just looks at a girl and say, I don't like her, because that's how people used to do me. And I didn't like that. But at the same time, um, it's about her delivery. I think that's what's throwing me off. And it's like, it's about the looks that she gives. I need to make sure she ain't a Virgo, honey. Because if she a Virgo, then it's just resting bitch face. And then I don't blame her, honey. I gotta be nice to her if it's resting bitch face. Let us pray that's what it is. But it's like when I look at her, it's just something about her. I don't know. She's very off-putting. Messy. Yes, disco sprinkles. I can see messy. Stacey prompted that situation with Chris in that first episode. Clown. Thank you, Phil. I'm glad somebody else seen it. She threw the rock and it hit her hand. And then she was like, no, you call him over here. He gonna think I'm messy. And this is the thing, too. When I didn't appreciate Kyra making it her mission to try to make him the man that he should be. That's not your mission, girl. Just be here and go over there and talk to this boy that only had one card and couldn't pay for the date. Don't worry about Christian. He didn't even get to know anybody. And guess what? I found his Instagram, okay? And I was just looking around, and he's actually a very nice guy. He's always out in the community doing stuff. He's more than just a mailman. And I actually think they heard mailman and decided, nah, she is a Virgo. Midwest, honey, are you serious? That's the reason why she got resting bitch face. Okay, child, I'm gonna give her another chance just because she a Virgo. But yeah, so I was on his Instagram and he seems like a really nice guy. And I don't know if he's found love yet, but child, the girls be underneath his post like, Chris, you can bring your letters my way, honey. Insert mail here, okay? Do what you gotta do. I don't think there's a match there for Stacy. She needs to be on a millionaire matchmaker. She does. Because I'm starting to see that there's a certain type of guy that she likes. And she was married to a professional basketball player. And I really don't think any of these men, I know she don't want AJ for more than a drive-by. Honey, I wouldn't do nothing but lay down with him and get back up, dust myself off, and head to the house. Okay? Well, if that's her best friend, she needs to tell the girl she needs to do something about that vampire pasty foundation. Isn't there a vampire in Brooklyn mess? Big Mama's kitchen, honey. That's why she like Ron. She looking dead already. Girl, bye. Stacey gets away with her behavior because she's small in stature and turns up her femininity. Okay, you see how I'm reading it, Jocelyn? That's exactly how she is, while still being messy. If that ain't the damn truth. Girl, you done said it all. I need Ready to Love to cast in LA. I want somebody to bring these heavy ass cases of water in this house. Listen, okay? And I live in an apartment building on the third floor. Just went to the local Walmart and got some water. Because this is the thing. Now I have PTSD because of our winter storm. And I didn't have water at the time that the lights went out in Georgia. Okay. And so ever since then, and I didn't have no water, okay? And I was already freezing up and through. I said that will never happen to me again. So, like every week, I order 4 cases of water through curbside, and then I go get it because I will never let that happen to me again. So now I got like a stockpile of water so damn high since February because I'm scared. Child, that was the worst storm ever. And I was in here with a small child, and I was just thinking, like, oh my God, the only thing I can do is just try to keep him warm. And I was trying not to panic. We didn't have lights. Oh, child, just rethinking about it makes my nerves bad, honey. Ooh, a mess. You ain't playing. Child, listen. I thought it was just me. Chris be too pale with the dark hair. Yes, she does. And it's that same vampire in Brooklyn wig. Girl, go on with that, honey. Let's see what's happening over here. Chris needs a new wig. Not to be mean, but that's all when I see her. Sierra. Girl, bullseye. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. Yes, there's plenty of schools in Houston. He could stay local if he wanted. What we talking about? I'm all the way lost. Stacy, another channel was comparing her approach to dragonflies and saying that Stacy was doing it the right way. Was that Little Black Book? Because he'll give you an analogy in a minute. I love his channel. But she's doing it in a more subtle way where it doesn't come off as crass. And also, I think what's her name? Child, I call her Dragonfly so much. Child, I can't remember her name. Alexis. I think Alexis may have a bit of low self-esteem because the way she fishes for compliments and the way she leads with sex, it makes me think that she doesn't think too highly of herself. Because when she said to Jason, "You ain't never seen me this fly, huh?" And he was like, "No, I haven't." Boy, if you don't stop all that line. And then when she went with AJ and he told her she had on superhero pants, honey, brought her whole spirit down. So then she started talking about sex. Child, a mess. Thank you for the super chat, Stush. Thank you so much. Her son, she needs to let him go live his life. She's bossy enough to handle things on her own. Oh, y'all are talking about Stacy's son. Chrysanthemum's foundation makes her look crazy pale. It does. But then on her Instagram, her pictures and stuff, she looks cute. She looks really cute. I'm like, okay, show you what a filter can do for you, honey. See, I knew it. Yes, it was Little Black Book. I knew it, honey. I know his format. I wish Little Black Book would invite me on to speak my speech. I mean, I don't think I'm his judge. I think he likes people that analyze the show. I don't do no analyzing. Okay, I'm gonna watch the show. I'm gonna speak my speech on it. I might cackle in between my reviews, which might get on people's nerves. But if I think it's funny, I'm gonna laugh. And then in between me laughing, I might say something inappropriate and hurt somebody's feelings. So maybe that's why he don't want to be bothered with me. But I'm just saying, Little Black Book, if you do decide and to call me on over, honey, I'm act like I got some sense, but I'm still gonna speak my speech. You know what? I think the person who I would love to do a review with. What's his name? He always be doing like the roasting. I know y'all know who I'm talking about. Child, his name is on the tip of my tongue, and I cannot think about it to save my life. He's always like, "Oh, how dreadful." Y'all know who I'm talking about? What is his name? Child, I just seen him the other day, and when I tell you, I holler when he does his reviews because it's everything to me. Child, I love a good laugh. Okay, Misha, you should make a shirt or a mask that says "Speak your speech" on it. Okay, because we can't even hear through the mask. So you're right. I might need to make a mask that says "Speak your speech." People be like, "What's happening?" Can we get some Speak Your Speech, Spread Love, Not Germs merch? Y'all sure can. And actually, I am working on something because y'all know I hate bad hair and I hate bad wigs and I hate bad edges and whatnot. And y'all know I always got something to say about somebody's wig, especially if it's cocked to the side. So I actually have been Alexander Rogers, that's it. Don't y'all think we will make a good dream team? Honey, we'd be tag teaming them. Child, listen. When we okay, you should do a review with Rodney the voice. Yeah, I like Rodney too. But honey, Rodney be ignoring the hell out of me, child. I be commenting all up in his on his page, and honey, he be like dust. Okay, child, he don't want no parts of that. Okay, honey. Well, let me leave you alone, child. But yes, I love Alexander Rogers. I think his comedic timing is so funny to me. When I tell you, because like even I watch him on some of the like he does some of the panels sometimes. And child, everybody will be talking just as calm. And he'll say something like, "Oh, he would say that because his mom is actually his dad." And honey, I just fall out every time. I'm like, "Oh, not his mom. Is that?" I just love it. Child, I love Alexander Rogers. But Alex will FF through half the show. Child, he is a mess. Alexis has a very odd looking face. She needs those curly wigs. I can't imagine her with short hair. It looks a mess because did y'all see on that casting special when she was showing how she was a producer or whatever, and she had a little hat on and had some short hair? I was like, what in the 1982 is going on here? Honey, a mess. You and Chloe would be hilarious. She had me hollering too. Who is Chloe? I haven't seen her channel. Chloe. Put the link in the chat so I can look at it. Have you ever seen the spiritual whistleblower on YouTube? Baby, she deep. No, I haven't. Child, let me write these down, honey, because y'all know I love to support other people, honey. I watch their channels all day long, okay? And then I be watching mine too, so I can watch the ads, okay? I'm like, let me make some money off of this right quick, honey. Let me watch these ads. But I don't think it counts if you watch your own. Child, I thought you was talking about Dwight from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Oh, how dreadful, honey. Who's having a fashion show with no fashions? Oh, I loved him and Nene together, honey. He had that hair that was looking real tattered on the top, child. And Nene had that bad short wig on and one of her eyes. That's when one of her eyes was bigger than the other. And baby, she used to wear that wife beater and them bad jeans, honey. That's before she had got herself out together when Real Housewives was organic. And Kim was over there singing Tardy for the Party and sleeping with Big Papa. Honey, that's when I loved it. I watch all ads on yours and oh, thank you. Thank you, Firstborn Rights. Thank you so much. Spiritual whistleblower hollers a little too much for me. Let me see. I've never even heard of that. See, y'all putting me up on some game, honey. And you know what else I do? I go through YouTube all the time and I'll put in like the review that I just got through doing. I'll put in like Married at First Sight and I will go through, I'll look at the number of views, like, 12 views or 14 views. I'll watch that video over and over and over. And then I'll go to the next one and watch it over and over and over. And you know why I do that? Because these people are taking the time to actually do these reviews. And whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, it makes you feel like something when you see those views. Let me tell y'all something. This is the reason why I F with y'all so tough. Okay. All my opinionators. Because when I wake up in the morning, I literally see 2,000 views. And this is in 8 hours. I'm asleep. So when I wake up and I see 2,000 views, I'm like, oh my God. And then I did think in the beginning of me doing this that I would wake up and have 10 views or 12 views, which I still would be happy for. But I just feel like I want to make somebody else's day. It just feels good to see somebody actually watched what you put out. So I do that all the time. Every single show that I actually review, sometimes when I don't respond to the comments right away, that's because I'm watching other, reviewers and I'm watching their content and I'm commenting on their posts and I'm helping them out. And I'm not a expert YouTuber or the greatest or none of that. But honey, I want us all to do good, okay? Child. Chloe Johnson. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch hers. Girl, I'm screaming. Was just watching the episode. Loves me some Lanithia Leaks. Look, I stay on Hulu watching seasons 1 through 9. Cause after 9, I didn't really care for it. Sometimes I go back and watch 11, but then Eva started getting on my nerves. So honey, I let her go. Can you do a review, an overall review on the old seasons of Real Housewives of Atlanta? I miss the good old days. Oh, I like that, Monique. I like that. And you know what? Actually, another reason why I'm getting off the live kind of early tonight is because I promised that I would do a review on Black Ink. And I think this season actually might be good, honey. Walter is over there stealing. Who in here watches Black Ink Chicago? Not Chicago, but Black Ink New York. Comment in the chat if you do. Can't wait to see your next Seeking Sister Wives review. Listen, alluring, honey, those people over there, poor Danielle, honey, she's the Paige of Seeking Sister Wife. Paige actually probably would have went along with what's going on over there with Garrick and his disgusting ways, honey. Poor Roberta. If it wasn't for Roberta, Danielle would be in the dust, honey. Child, a mess. I was hoping he really didn't steal it. I love Walt. Me too. He's so sweet and he's always nice. And, man, I felt my heart just broke when he said, I was going to tell you, I was going to tell you about the register thing. And I said, oh, man, he actually did steal it. Child, okay. Honey, I was actually going to actually go to Black Ink and I ain't going to never get a tattoo, honey, because I'm too scared of the needles or whatnot. But I was actually going to visit just to see what I was doing. But child, when I saw that Walt was actually stealing, I'm like, what is happening? Now, see, I'm happy that you're getting put on and everything, but you need to put on everybody, not just Teddy sitting around laying on the couch. You need to put everybody on because the fact that this man has to steal out the register, it's more than an addiction problem. And what is your wife doing? Does she work? Like, child, this is a mess. Love your content. You're an awesome storyteller. I can listen to you talking all day, child. Thank you, KB. And when I come to New Orleans, honey, I'm gonna have to reach out to you, child, because I need to know what's the real New Orleans. Like I see the touristy part, but I need to see what's really doing, honey, outside of Manchu and Bourbon Street. Okay. I think he relapsing is more than alcohol too. Me too. I think he's honestly doing some type of drug and I'm just trying to figure out like your wife isn't seeing this. Like, how is that happening? I don't like Caesar. Don't watch. I don't like his attitude either. He really does think he's Caesar. I mean, like from mythology. Like he really thinks that's who he is. And you know what? I didn't like the fact that Donna, Walt's wife, is a project manager for a nonprofit, I believe. Oh, okay, Forever Brook. I am a subscriber because your postings are timely, humorous. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, I love some Manchu chicken and jungle juice. Baby, you better speak it. Look. Y'all my people. But yeah, I'm sitting here and I'm just like, okay, I know that y'all are making some money off the show, but what are they paying y'all in peanuts? Because this show has been going on for 8 years. So you should have used this to catapult into something else. Because this is my thing. I want to turn YouTube into a full-time thing. But when I'm looking at the money I'm making on here, honey, it ain't hitting on nothing. Okay. So I have to figure out how to make it be something that I want it to be, and so I'm going to use this platform in order to open doors for me. Like, you don't just sit on what you got going on. Like, I would be silly to sit here and not build on momentum. That's just silly. And Walt, honey, whatever you own, child, please get some rehab. What happened to Sky? Seems like she is not on this season. Sky got something happened with her and her sons last season, and she just never came back. Do you watch any of the other franchises of Housewives? I watch them all. I watch every last one of them. Every last one of them. I even used to watch Miami and DC. I hated DC. That was terrible. I'm glad they cut that. Miami, I didn't like it at first, but then I started getting into it. And right as I got into it, when we was getting into it, it was canceled. So I'm like, okay, child. But yes, CJ, I watch all of them. I listen to all of your reviews at least 3 times each and laugh harder each time. I might need therapy. Look, nah, honey, listen to them all day long, sunshine, honey. Keep them on rotate. So everybody in the street can be like, child, what is this lady talking about? You can definitely sell merch. Your sayings are hilarious. Thank you, Deluxe. Thank you so much. Child, I was talking to my mom the other day and I was like, come on, mama, honey, I got something to do. Child, I got to do a review, honey. Speak your speech. She was like, I ain't one of your little friends. That lady told me, girl, I ain't one of your little friends. I said, oh, okay, mom, my bad. But what I'm saying is, honey, speed it up. I got to do a review, child. Child, I'm out here in the real world talking about speak your speech. I need Chicago to come back with Ryan's cheating scandal and the death of an employee. This will be a wild season. Child, and then they said the girlfriend killed him, Bella. The one that was over there working in allegedly working in what's the girl's name? Child, these people's names are escaping me. Ryan, the one who decided she was gonna venture off and she works for WGCI. Child, I can't remember her name either. I don't even watch that much reality TV, but your commentary is so good. I just listen sometimes or go watch the episode so I can relate. Thank you, Allison. And you know what? I'm trying to get into other shows too. I was going to hit on Delilah, but then all of a sudden it says season finale. And I'm like, oh, guess I missed that one. I don't know. It's just something so funny about these reality shows. So I just try to put out that kind of content. I call my daughter a little weirdo. Come on here, you little weirdo. I call my son that all the time. I was just at a wedding and yelled out, speak your speech, honey. And that's when you got to do that church hand. When let them use you. When you be fanning them a little bit from afar, you better speak your speech, honey. What does your family think about your reviews? They actually love them and see my mom and my sister. My dad is like, what is speak your speech? You be saying anything. And I'm like, I do be saying anything. I sure do. But yeah, my mom, she loves them, honey. She gonna support all day long. And so sometimes she'll say, I showed one of my friends at work your review. She don't watch the show, but I was just showing her. I'm like, oh, thank you, mama, honey. So sweet, child. And my sister, she's like 10 years younger than me. So she's 28, honey, and she be over here speaking her speech in the comments sometimes, but I never acknowledge her because she be like, not me putting me out, not me saying I'm your sister. I'm like, girl, you gonna want to know me, okay, honey? You gonna want to be seen with me. I'm cool. I'm actually a cool sister. Honey, go ahead on. Whatever happened to Black Ink Compton? I don't know, Channy. And you know what? I tried to wait a minute, what? What happened? Charmaine's husband died. No, it wasn't him, was it? Thank you, Brown Sugar. Black Ink Compton was boring. I watched a little bit of it, but I just couldn't get into it. It didn't have the same judge as the other franchises. I'm Nora, and I love your reviews, your honesty, and how you just spoke about supporting others. Thank you, Terracotta. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll be watching, child. I'll be subscribing to, I got like 1,000,001 subscriptions on my own personal page, and it's nothing but like YouTubers who have not yet been discovered. Because I mean, I could be amongst that number. But honey, I'm so damn loud, honey. I would be like, look, please come follow my page. I'll be somebody, please listen to me speak my speech. But yeah, I try to support everybody. It's just my heart. Thank you so much for noticing. That sounds like my sister. She is 6 years younger than me and acts like I'm so old. Exactly, Amanda. I'm like, girl, whatever, honey. Child, I'm 38 and still holding. Okay, stomach flat, no stretch marks. You know what I'm saying? Thing sitting up in the back, thinking like it should, honey. Girl, don't play. Child, don't do it. She be like, I'm not. I don't want you. Don't say anything that I'm your sister in the comments. So that's why it's y'all just pay attention. It's always one person on the Married at First Sight reviews. I don't heart and I don't comment because that's her. So I don't pay them no attention. So did you see the OG Housewives? Listen, and I'm not for it. I don't like it, CJ. I don't like this lineup at all. I don't like Teresa, Melissa, Ramona, Countess Luann, Cynthia, Kenya, and Kyle snooze fest. Okay? And this is what really makes me mad about this. Let's speak on this for a minute. I don't like the fact that they waited until the housewife of all housewives was no longer a part of the Bravo family. I feel like, and everybody, y'all can tell me what y'all feel in the chat. I feel like Nene definitely deserved to be a part of the all-star cast. I just feel that and I feel like Vicky Gunvalson should have been a part. I feel like they should have had Tamra. I feel like they should have had what's the other one? Ramona's friend in New York. Is it Sharon or Shannon? What's her name? Child, I'm getting amnesia, honey. But yeah, I feel like she should have been a part of New York with Ramona. I don't know why they would send Luann. Like, why would you send Luann? First of all, we don't want her to get locked up over there. She can't drink nothing because she's saying she's sober or whatever, honey, or whatever the case is. What's Cynthia gonna do besides sit on the beach and smize? Honey, I don't want to see that. And Kenya gonna start up a mess. Child, it don't need to be started. Kyle, who really cares about her wearing all the moo and those puffy hairstyles, talking about her all her money out in Beverly Hills, and Ramona talking about turtle time. No, thank you, Melissa. You're cute, but if you and Teresa ain't fighting, it ain't hitting on nothing, child. Because I just don't like that cast. I don't know what really happened. I do like Ramona, but I need Sonia to be with Ramona. That's her name, Sonia. I need Sonya to be with Ramona. I feel like those two go together. Cynthia and Kenya, I would have preferred if they sent Portia and Kenya just for the fight of it all. Like, I mean, what are we gonna get from this? Like, what are we gonna get? What you say, Rusty? Don't leave your good job on bad terms. I understand that, but at the same time, I feel like she was more so hurt. And Nene does not have a filter, allegedly. Let me make sure I say that, honey, because I don't want no problems. Hey, Candy, I don't want no problems, but I just feel like she felt so slighted in the way she was treated and basically pushed out. And I almost kind of want to say it's ageism because I mean, look at the cast now. This is a whole bunch of young, new energy. I don't know if it's the energy we want, but I mean, it's new. And then you got Kenya and Cynthia sitting in the corner with their arms folded, dozing off. Honey, child, no thank you. Yes, please be sure to thumbs up the live, y'all. It is 232 of us. Anything that you want to talk about, we're not going in a specific order. We're just talking about whatever and however, because I don't normally do like what's new or what's in the news. I don't normally do that on my channel, which I said I was going to try to incorporate it, but people be getting their feelings, so I don't know if I am. But whatever y'all want to talk about, just put it in the chat and I will definitely acknowledge it and we can talk about it. Nene got it popping for sure, but she really started to treat people bad in the end. She was going through a lot and should have took a break before putting hands on a camera crew. You're right, Big Mama's Kitchen. And also, I feel like, she had so much anxiety at the end and everything was happening and Greg had cancer. And I just feel like she just got overwhelmed and was just like taking it out on people who, especially when she had that breakdown at the table when she was mad at Marlo and they had that bi-week party. That's when you could tell that something was really going on. Would I audition for Ready to Love? No, I don't think so. Because, child, they wouldn't like me. Because I'll be like, boy, gone, honey. Child, I ain't buying it. And I think I know your cousin. And boy, you only had one car when we went out. I know you fucking lying. And Troy, don't touch me, honey. Mr. Me Too, back the hell up. I don't want to be touched. I already don't really like physical touch. That ain't my love language. I don't like that. Don't touch me, honey. I don't want to be bothered. And then just I don't want everybody dating my man, honey. I don't want it. I just don't want it. So I don't think I would be able to do it. It just it wouldn't be right for me. But oh y'all, I did send in my casting tape for The Circle. I don't know if y'all watched The Circle on Netflix, but I do review that show. And there are some people that watch it and some people that don't, and that's okay. But yeah, I did send in my casting tape and I did hear back the fact that they did watch it. They received it. So let's just see what happens. And they like the fact that I had a YouTube channel that I don't actually show my face on. So they said that was like a leg up. So I'm like, okay, let's see what happens. I'm so excited. Child, I was like, okay, let me channel my inner circle with this YouTube channel. And that's exactly what I did. And that's what I put on my application because they ask for all like your social media. And if you do a YouTube or if you have like a Clubhouse or whatever it is that you do, they ask for it. And so I included my YouTube. I don't know if they've watched it or, child, if they did, honey, I hope they call me. Child, y'all call me if y'all watching this live, child. Joel and Vernisha, please. Yeah, Amy, I like them together. Aesthetically, they're pleasing. I hope that they do what they supposed to do. Well, I hope that Joel does what he's supposed to do. But I was looking at his Instagram too, and he's like going out and talking to the kids and talking to the youth about staying in school and stuff. This is before Ready to Love. I think this was like 2 years ago. And he's actually doing some good things. So, honey, I love it. Good luck with the circle. Thank you, Candy. I want you to be a catfish. That's what I was thinking too. But then I was thinking, no, I really want them to just, but then at the same time, I don't know if I want to just speak my speech like that. So I was thinking, if I was a catfish, who exactly would I be? I think I would be my mama, honey, because I feel like y'all need to know some older people on here. Honey, so I'm just saying, but then I start speaking my speech and they be like, child, it is no way that you are 56 years old. That's a lie. I think I'll be slipping in and out of character. Kind of like Tressa. I mean, not Tressa, Troy. So I feel like I couldn't do it. So I probably would have to be myself. But child, I'm nervous and excited all at the same time. And I just went ahead and sent my tape because I sent it last time, but then COVID took over. But this time around, hopefully things go well. So I will not be reviewing, honey. If y'all just see my channel just stop all of a sudden, I'm gonna do a whole bunch of shows before I go. But if y'all don't see any movement, and y'all go over to the circle and be like, I know that voice, honey. That's Misha speaking her speech, honey. I wish, you know what I think about the circle, what I think they should do differently? They should let the viewers vote on who should be blocked. That's what I think. That way, you can get the viewers' take on who is doing what and how the viewers feel about it. Circle, open chat. Child, speak your speech. Hashtag boy gone, send. They gonna be like, what? Girl, if you don't go, let's go to the circle. I know you don't like Courtney, but I love him and his strategy, but I think it's gonna bite him in the butt soon. Listen, Brown Sugar, it's just something about Courtney. Okay, this is the thing. When he first initially came up on the scene, I was like, okay, that's fine. I don't mind Courtney. I liked everybody initially. But it was something about him being such a follower of Savannah that threw me off. Because I'm like, be you, be authentically who you are, play the game for you. Because if you win $100,000, Savannah is not going to be anywhere around. And what really made me mad at him is because as the viewer, I could see that Tara Alicia actually wanted to save him, and Savannah lied to him. And so, based off what she said to him, he just immediately started doing all this extraness and being all loud. And we gotta get Tara Alicia and Emily and Savannah. Like it was just too much, and I just didn't like that. I feel like he should have played the game for himself instead of playing the game for Savannah. But I mean, he might grow on me a little later. Things change, child. He might grow on me a little later. But if we vote, we already know who the catfish people are, and that wouldn't be fair because I would have gotten rid of Lance Bass. Oh, that's true, Goddess. You're right. But this is the thing, though. I don't understand why being a catfish is a bad thing because the premise of the show is to actually showcase your personality or lack thereof, okay, by being yourself or a catfish. And the person with the best personality wins. That's what I thought. But the way they're doing it is like if you're not being real or if you're not a real person or they can sense you're not a real person, then you're done. So I don't know. I wanted to like Courtney, but his loyalty to Savannah was way too much, Bria. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, it was too much. I'm like, okay, you have a friend in me. Go on, Igor, honey. Child. Toy Story. Chloe is underrated. She doing well just by being herself. You're right, Tiffany. She is doing well, honey, by being a boy crazed. A boy crazed fool, honey. Chloe is something else. She's like, oh my God, Trevor, babes. Chloe, hush. You know what I didn't like? I don't like the fact that they gave Chloe yet another series to be a part of. I feel like if you've been on one show, you should not be allowed to be on another show, except you need 5 calendar years and then you can come back. But just going from show to show to show to show to show, girl, no, Hey, love, the circle is really good. That mannequin challenge killed me, especially with Emily. The neighbors probably thought we were crazy. By the way, are you going to watch Maths Unmatchable? No, I was just talking to them about Unmatchable. I don't think I can do it. I feel like I'm on Married at First. Oh, my mic went out. Is it back? Can y'all hear me now? How about now? Is it now? Okay, it's good now. Child, look. I'm tired of Melissa. I am too. They need to shake it up over there in Jersey. I feel like things will be much better if they shake it up. Because quite frankly, nobody is really doing anything. Dolores, with her two husbands, because child, you cannot tell me that her and Frank don't get it popping, okay? Dolores with her two husbands, and then you have Teresa now navigate. You know what really shocked me? I did not think Teresa was actually going to get divorced from Joe. I was so proud of her. I said, okay, she actually got a divorce. I was proud of her for standing up for herself because, honey, we know Joe was already cheating on her child. Do you watch 90 Day Fiance? I do. Maybe they're a fool over there too, honey. A mess. I was gonna review 90 Day Fiance. What y'all think about that? What you say, Alexis? Why aren't you watching Unmatchables? That's the last thing you were talking about before the mic went out. Oh, I said I'm not watching Unmatchables because it's too much going on. And I feel like now they're turning Married at First Sight into a caricature. You got Chris in the pay, you got the Chris and Paige show over there. Then you got Couples Cam. Then you have Unmatchables. It's just too much. It's just too much. I just can't. I don't know. I just can't do it. What? See, Graham, not you just came and dropped some tea. Did y'all hear Ron and Tressa dating? It was in a Facebook group, and Ron was going in defending Tressa about them being together. What? Child, it's the couple we never knew we wanted. Y'all see? I'm just saying. See, that's what I was saying right there. You just never know who's gonna be matched up. So y'all do want 90 Day Fiance. Okay, am I late on it though? Because I haven't watched it in a while. Please review the new season of After the 90 Days. I was watching that a little bit too. It's so, and then you know what's the thing that's troubling me is that all these shows are showing at once. Like, okay, so Black Ink Crew and Couples Retreat and Seeking Sister Wife, they all come on Mondays. And this is the thing about me. I do not like reviews that come out 5 or 6 days after the show. I don't like that. If I've already watched the show and then you come 5 days later, I'm not interested anymore. So I feel like I need to put the review out as soon as the show is done. That keeps your viewer engaged. But maybe that's just me because I'm a perfectionist and you know, that's just how I am. But I don't like to put the shows out late. So sometimes I will actually be like, okay, I'm gonna have to do this. And yeah, I do. I have on demand, Gina, but at the same time, it's about like putting the shows out and giving quality. I don't want to just be watching something and then just be like, oh my gosh, and I can't believe she had those shoes on. Let's go to Black King Crew. Oh my God, Walter sold something, sees as a dummy. Then I go over here to 90 Day Fiance. I don't know. They together for 90 days. Then I come over here and then I talk about Unmatchables. She was farting and he was pissing. Then I go over here and then I'm talking about, it's like I can't do it all, because I want it to actually be something that you will enjoy. So. But honey, if it comes on like on a Tuesday or a Wednesday or something, then I'm all down for it. That surprises me. Tressa doesn't strike me as the type to be a stay-at-home wife, but maybe she liked the fact that she wants to be the man of the house. And okay, he's not a hobosexual. So she's like, you know what? I'll take it, honey. Whatever you got to give, I'll take it. It is 214 of you on this live. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Please do not hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel while you are here. I would really appreciate it. I don't actually look at my channel while I'm on the live. So if any of you can look at it for me and tell me if you see at least 216 likes, I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, so y'all do like Love After Lockup. Love your live. We'll continue to engage, but I got things to do. All right, lovely team. Honey, we'll see you later. Night night. Your boy Jacob needs second chance. He sure does. Oh, Jacob. Jacob was kind of showing his personality a little bit this episode that came on Wednesday. I was like, oh, okay. I like that, Jacob. Actually letting people know that you are, a human being because Haley treats you like dirt. Okay. So I'm glad to actually see that he actually got a chance to shine. And honey, he got up, packed his steak, and got on the road, honey. And Jacob said, I ain't saying bye to nobody. Okay. We didn't come here together. We ain't leaving together. And I was like, Haley, why are you looking for Jacob? Like, that was just crazy. I just couldn't believe that she was getting up, walking around to me. Has anyone seen Jake? Why are you looking for Jacob? We know you don't like him and or care about him, so why are you looking for him? Hey, butterfly boo. Henry from New Orleans needs another chance too. He sure does, Goddess Diva. Goddess Godiva. Yes, he does. He needs another chance, and so does Jacob. Just a mess. Wait a minute. Let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to catch up with the chat. Yes, eat him up, Jacob, honey. Because let me tell you something. The way she was trying to clown him at that table, and Virginia said, "Okay, that was mean." Honey, one thing I like about Virginia is she is not afraid to speak up. When she sees something is not right or she feels a certain way, she is going to speak up for herself. I do respect that about Virginia. Now, she might be drunk when she does it, but she is going to speak up. And I appreciate all of it. I'm like, okay, go ahead, Virginia. And Eric was looking at her like, girl, say one more thing here. Say one more thing. Don't, girl, I told you about these cameras. Eric he looks legit. This is the theme of this season. The men have crazy eyes. Jacob be looking at Haley like, I slap the out of you, okay? And then you have Vincent. We all know he gonna punch a hole in some walls soon, okay? Sooner rather than later. And then we have Eric, who doesn't want anything to be revealed when the cameras are up. That's scary in itself. Listen, this is a red flag for me. If I had a man tell me, don't speak or don't say these things because the cameras are going, I would not want to be bothered with you because what are you trying to hide? Like, So do y'all think Chris will show up to the reunion? I don't. Or he might show up to the reunion to try to embarrass Paige some more. So he might. But who is gonna host the reunion? It's not Jamie, is it? Because if it's Jamie, he sure ain't showing up. Child, I wish they would just call. Listen, Lifetime, call me. I'm okay. Listen, I'm gonna dress really nice, smell really good, sit up really straight, and I'm not gonna speak my speech how I speak my speech on this channel. But I just want to talk to the people, and I want to get directly in there and ask the questions that the people want to know. Okay, because I'm the people. Because I feel like when they get these hosts, it's not really what we want to know. It's like what they want to know. No, I know what y'all want to know. Just submit it to me and I can talk to the people. But I do have a surprise for you guys. I am going to be interviewing one of the Married at First Sight cast members as soon as decision day is over. One of them is going to be on my channel. They DM'd me and we've been talking back and forth, honey. And child, listen, honey, it's a whole bunch of tea. When I tell y'all it's piping hot, honey, I want y'all to show up and show out for that live interview because I'm super excited about it. It's going to be my first interview. I'm really hoping to get a lot of viewership from that interview. So, baby, I can't wait. Honey, when I tell y'all I can't wait, I can't tell y'all who it is. I can't even give y'all a hint. I wish I could. But let me tell you, it's going to be a really, really, really good interview. There is a whole lot of behind the scenes stuff that this person has, told me. And I was trying to figure out why they chose me. And they said this. They said, I listened to your reviews. I was trying not to, okay? But I listened to your reviews and I saw, my face on one of your thumbnails. I'll give y'all that. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. So they said, I saw my face on one of your thumbnails and I wanted to talk to you. So I listened to the review. And first of all, you're hilarious. I do not mind constructive criticism or whatever it is you have to say about me. I'm all for it. Honey, speak your speech. That's basically what they told me. And they said, I just love your channel. I love everything about it. I subscribe to your channel and I love it. And I would like to come on your channel and do an interview with you and tell you all the tea that's behind the scenes. And I said, oh my God. Child, what? I said, look, I'm all for that. Not all the tea. And what else is going on? Honey, I was trying to get it all. I was like, okay. So what I want y'all to do is I want y'all to submit me some questions that you would like me to ask. Okay, just make a list of questions for whomever. Okay, because all of them have been on my thumbnail. Ryan, Clara, Haley, Jacob, Bree, Vincent, Paige, and so I mean I really didn't get y'all nothing, honey. They all they all been on there. Child, listen, honey, it definitely ain't gonna be no Chris, child. He wouldn't even look my way. Okay. Now who is it? Look, they're like, now who is it? I can't say anything because they said that they could get in trouble for actually communicating with me about stuff. And I said, but is what I'm saying through my reviews, is it the truth? And they're like, it's the damn truth. I'm like, okay, that's all I need to know, honey. I told the people I be knowing what I'm talking about. Honey, I told y'all. And when y'all see this interview, y'all gonna be like, Misha, listen. We're gonna have to start listening to you, honey. We're gonna have to start listening to you. I'm telling y'all, everything that I said about this specific person is true. I'm just saying. So I'm waiting for decision day, which can't come fast enough. And they said after decision day, then they can do press and they can do interviews and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, ask Vincent, does he have a job? No, he does not have a job, honey. He ain't doing nothing, child, hanging out. What you say, Sharon? I hope it's Jacob. He will tell the truth. Yeah, he definitely will tell the truth. We need to turn it out and share it on our social media. Look, I'm sharing it everywhere, honey. I feel like I'm Barbara Walters, honey. I might put on a good wig, honey. I might even show my face that day. I'm like, child, I need to make a makeup appointment just in case, honey. I don't know what's going to happen. Child, this could catapult me into another child universe, honey. I need to get myself together. But I said, you know what? I'm going to keep my mystery because I asked this person, I said, listen, can I still be me and interview you? I don't want to show my face. And they said, that's fine. You can still be yourself. I want it exactly how it is, how your channel is now. That's exactly how I want it to be when we do our interview. I said, okay, I'm going to tell you right now, honey. Okay. I'm going to ask the burning questions. I'm going to ask why you slept like that, why you wore that, why you had that on, why did he or she do that? I'm going to ask those questions. Is that okay? And they said, yes, that's quite all right. And I said, okay. Well, then we in that thing, honey. How can I wait? What do you think Ryan will say on decision day? You think it's Paige Brown Sugar? That's who you think it is? Child, listen. Some of the things we've been saying in our comments, all true. Okay? Child, all true. I said, oh my goodness, I cannot believe that that's the truth. Child, I'm trying to think of who from the cast is that open. You will be surprised. You will be surprised exactly who it is. That's very open and willing to tell it all, okay? About everyone. Not just about themselves, but honey, they was telling me tea on everybody. Don't be fooled by this person. These people never hang out together. That person is never with this person. Don't think about that. When you're watching the show, pay attention to this. All of that. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm there. Paid actors. I don't think, no, they're not paid actors. I could tell from the conversation, they're not paid actors. But what I was wondering is, am I being punked? Like, I was like, listen, if you are really this person, I need to be following you on your social media. I need to see your inside life. And you need to let me in. I'm going to follow you from my personal Instagram page so I don't tip anybody off. They said that's perfectly fine. So I follow them from my personal page and they are exactly who they say they are. Because at first I was like, what you doing in my Instagram, honey? Why are you playing on my phone, Chris, honey? Sunshine and Flowers, he would be the next Netflix documentary, except he'll get away with it because he can fly to a country with no extradition treaty. You must be talking about Eric. You must be. What you say, Alyssa? You think it's Jacob? Child, Jacob ain't about to tell me nothing, honey. He don't even want to tell Haley nothing. Jacob cannot be bothered. It's either Bree or Paige. AW, you say you hope it's Jacob. Ask Eric why he keeps skipping arm day and leg day and face day and every other damn day, combing his hair day, honey. He don't skip drink day though. Him and Virginia gonna keep the drink schedule if they don't do nothing else. It's got to be Paige because honestly, the way Chris embarrassed her, she could be in bitter revenge, which I don't blame her. Yep, it's Paige. It is not Paige. It is not. Yes, Paige is on a revenge tour, but she ain't stopping over here, honey. One of my thumbnails said if desperation was a person. I feel bad for that thumbnail too. After I seen how Chris did her, I almost changed it, but that review got 32,000 views, honey. That was my highest rated review. I didn't mean to do that, Paige, but you forgot when you met with that ex that you weren't supposed to be sitting down skinning and grinning. Child, goodbye. Thank you, Stush. That ex, honey. Child, listen. Rusty, I'm not finna play with you. Is it male or female? What the? I'm not gonna tell you that. It needs to be Paige because I need some answers. Honey, I do too. Listen, I'm trying to get all of them because I asked the other person, I'm like, look, can you pass my name and telephone number? Can you pass my contact information over to the others? Honey, tell them I'll be nice. I just want to talk to them. I feel like I deserve a chance as well to interview some people. I don't want to talk to Pastor Dwight, child. No, thank you, honey. Just keep your stuff over on the other circuit. I don't want nothing to do with that. But everybody else, I don't mind talking to you. And I sure wouldn't mind talking to Ryan's brother, honey. I sure wouldn't mind it. We know it's not Haley. Honey, child, please. We sure do know it's not Haley because y'all know she probably can't stand me, old flat face heifer. Listen, this is the thing. I put on my Instagram, I put like the thumbnail or whatever, telling people that I had just uploaded the new video, right? So they were like, oh, okay. And some people were commenting underneath. And then one girl was like, I can't wait to go see what you say about that old flat face heifer. And so another guy underneath the post was like, what's flat face heifer? I'm confused. And she said, oh, that's the alias that Misha gives when she talks about Haley. So he went to check the review out. He came back and he said, oh my God, this was so funny. Not flat face heifer. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all know how I know I have arrived, honey. The Caucasian people is laughing, honey. And you know, once you get the Caucasian folks to laugh at you, child, you've arrived, honey. And when I tell you they went over there and watched that and came back and was like, I loved it. I'm like, oh, thank you, honey. I appreciate it. Seeking sister wife, too triggering. It is, but you know what? To me, I thought of it another way, Kay. This is how I thought of it. It can be triggering, but at the same time, it's what people are doing already. Men be trying to make you a sister wife when you didn't even ask for it, okay? You don't even know you're a sister wife. You go to work and he got a whole nother family and all this over here. So what I really look at that show as being is a man who is greedy and wants to be with two women, and we got these dummies dumb enough to do it. That's what I look at it as. I'm like, it ain't triggering me, honey. I want Clara to talk out of school. What, you want her to talk out of school? I don't get it. We need to talk to Master P. Listen, I do need to talk to Dr. Pepper, honey. I do need her to come on over here and talk to me. Now, who I don't want to talk to is Dr. Viviana because she'll probably be like, I can't believe you put, if desperation was a person up on there because of Paige. And I'll be like, I can't believe that you went to everybody's house wearing that same blue dress, and honey, you didn't accomplish not one thing, honey. He was still talking about Paige, and her wig was still shifted. Jacob was still wearing them boots. Haley was still flat faced. Bree was still scared. Vincent was still a psychopath. Eric was still a liar, and Virginia was still a drunk. Now, what else is going on? Girl, goodbye, honey. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Gone wig, gone, gone wig, gone, honey, gone. Child. Because she was all in everybody's comments talking about, I don't like the way people are these are people too. They are people that chose to put their lives on TV. Okay. Now, had you casted some people who had some common sense, we wouldn't have to talk about them. Because this is the thing. I am going to talk about everybody. I had somebody comment, they must have been new, honey. They must have been new. They commented and said, so you trying to tell me it's okay for Vincent to be scared of a horse, but it ain't okay for him to not care about Bree's health? Child, I said, listen to me, honey, with the smiley face emoji. Listen, girl. You listen, girl. Okay. All I want you to know is I'm an equal opportunity roaster. If you do something stupid, I'm going to say something about it. If you do something smart, I'm going to say something about it, honey. It's a fear. That's okay. I'm afraid to get on a horse. That thing gets buck. And just now him being afraid of that little crab he was about to throw in the pot. I was like, Vincent, Santa, go have a seat. Ho, your ass somewhere and sit down. Go have a seat. But like I told this person, I said, listen, I have actually made mention of him not being supportive of Bree having children because of high blood pressure. Please feel free to check out my other reviews, honey. I don't do that over here. I talk about them all. Child, honey, are you new? Dang, it would have. You would have a live while I have guests at the house. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you can catch the replay. I haven't said anything to get my live taken down, so we should be good, okay? I just want him to break in another pair of boots. It looks like them things about to start talking. It does. My Jacob, honey, once he gets a routine and he gets something he likes, y'all, he ain't changing it, honey. Listen, that's what I was wondering, honey. Where is the slap your mama? Where's the obey? Where's the stuff? Sitting up there with the crab straight out the ocean. You done took them from the ocean water to the boiling water. Can we get some kind of seasoning? Honey, sprinkle a little salt and pepper on there, something. I was like, no wonder nobody ain't touching that. Because you see, they had the crabs, but then they had other dinner as well. I was like, ain't nobody touching them crabs, honey. When Jacob ate 8 eggs at once, I was worried about his cholesterol. Jacob said, I'm trying to kill myself. I can't take no more. He said, I'm going to eat these 8 eggs. I'm going to eat a pound of steak, honey, and hopefully I stop my whole digestive tract. Honey, I don't want no problems, child. I want to get away from Haley. Jacob, you ain't got to commit suicidal, honey. You ain't got to do that. Just be yourself, honey. Virginia and those cats. Listen, Leisha, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Listen, this girl said they sleep with me every night, though. Because they sleep with me every night. Girl, it doesn't matter if they sleep with you every night. You're married. Like some things Virginia says I think she says them so that Eric cannot choose her on decision day. She ain't slick, honey. Virginia, you ain't fooling me. That's a nice way to go around it. So when everything falls apart, it can be Eric's fault. Because she knows she don't sleep with them cats every night. And somebody in my comments brought to my attention that if you sleep with your cats every night, when you passing out at your friend's house, sleeping head to foot, honey, where are the cats then, huh? Ain't nothing meowing that night, or is it? Girl gone, honey. That's all I'm saying. Amen. And yes, you said my name right. Thank you. Oh, no problem. Yes, that's what I'm saying. She's talking about them cats. Girl gone with that. If you don't go. Exactly. I have a cat, but that joker got to get up out my marital bed. It's a pet, child. Okay. I was like, what are you saying? She's like, but they sleep with me. And okay, so, and then another thing I thought about, at first I was like, okay, I'm being too hard on her. I started to think these are her emotional support animals. But then at the same time, honey, they don't have to emotionally support you from outside the bedroom. Because the boy said his eyes going to close up in the middle of the night. Girl, his throat going to be scratchy. And the last thing I want to do is hear somebody going, I cannot stand bodily functions and stuff. I don't like that. I hate when people burp. Oh my God. Like just impromptu burping, I hate that. Okay, all that trying to get up phlegm and all that. I've been through up, honey. I wouldn't be able to do it, child. No, thank you. I was so annoyed with Virginia and those cats. Girl, in case you should have gone to Married at First Cats. Oh my God. I wasn't ready for the ending. Not Married at First Cats. Honey, she worried about the wrong cat. Honey, only one cat should be in that bed and it's attached to your body. I'm just saying. Honey, anybody's worried about Felix the cat? Girl, gone. Why does Virginia have cats in the bed when he is away for work and then just wash the sheets before he gets back? Because she want to cause some friction, honey. She want him to not to choose her on decision day. I don't know none of these people y'all speaking y'all speech, y'all. I'm still listening though. Okay, B, you don't watch Married at First Sight? Child, you ain't missing nothing, honey. Missing not a thing. Virginia craves safety. Eric doesn't give her that, but her pets and friends do. Oh, Tiffany. See, we need somebody with some sense up in the opinionated family child that can get us together. Oh, that just made me think of things a little differently. See, that's what I'm saying. I love y'all's opinions. You see how nice and sweet this was? Now, well, why you couldn't understand that she got pets and she got that'll get you cussed out, honey. I'm just saying. That'll get you cussed out. You're right. She does. And Eric does not provide safety. And you know why? Because he's always giving an old tomato. Every time I turn around, he's giving an ultimatum. And then he says, I'm not the one to give ultimatums. Are you crazy or are you insane? Either one of those options will work for me. Eric is just a nut. Child, what are you saying? I think Tiffany may be onto something there. Me too, Karina. I think so too. Like that was spot on, honey. Thank you for the sense of it all, honey. Thank you for the sense of it all. Please, the cat's trained to bring her drinks. Phil, now don't you start because you told me don't call her Dragonfly Jones no more. But you over here saying that Garfield is bringing her more than lasagna. Now he bringing a liquor, child. I guess he is, honey. No, I don't watch. Today I tried and I saw it was 2 hours. I kept scrolling. I know that's right, child. It will drain you, honey. Have your Wednesday feeling like more than hump day. Child, you be so drained, you don't even want to wake up in the morning. You be like, oh my God, is Kristen Page still on there? Is Paige still got that wig on? Girl, you back in that wig. Child, when I see Paige in that wig, I cannot be bothered. Child, the circle. Did Courtney not pack a brush? Listen to me. I said that. Can I call you BDB? Honey, hair rolled the hell up, looking like little. I said, what in the pubic hair is on top of your head is going on? Head just is nappy. You couldn't run a brush through that head before you got on the show? Child looking like that. Knowing you a whole grown man, brush your hair. Why you sitting up here concerned about who gonna get eliminated from what? Eliminate those rolls from the top of your damn head and get yourself a brush. Ugh, child. Thank you, because I'm glad somebody saw it other than me, Kime, honey. I'm so happy. I feel they probably know how to roll her on her side. See, this a lot of people don't like me because they say I be having y'all being mean. Y'all stop, honey. Now roll on her side, child. Oh my goodness. Anybody else notice that Eric starts a lot of his criticisms with Virginia? You just don't. Doesn't he? Why would she want to submit to someone who always has something negative to say? Lady Reds 231. Let me tell you something. If I tell you that ain't the truth, and he always starts it with her not having the correct upbringing, or her not being married before, or her not having a roommate or living with someone before, or something. Like, it's always starting off with some negativity. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, why can't you just say, you know what I think should happen is this, or what I think should happen is that? Not you always coming in hot. Like, that's exactly why she lights him up on camera every chance she get, honey. Virginia's like, okay, lights, camera, action. Well, you already been mad at me like 5 times today. I told you don't say that on camera. Well, that's okay, because you already called me a BIT on camera. Oh, no, I didn't call you one on camera, but I will. Honey, then they start fighting and start drinking, and they wake up the next morning smiling. I said, okay, y'all crazy. Honey, I'm not going to keep on giving y'all my energy. Goodbye. Thank you, Tyresh and Kelly, for the super chat. I'll be back for the replay later so I can laugh my ass off. Come on back, child. BDB, Buckshot in my Martin voice. Yes. I was like, child, if you don't brush your damn hair, honey, what's wrong with you? I hate bad hair. Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you, Kime. Am I saying your name right? Is it Kime? Because I want to I don't like for people to mispronounce, and then just keep on pushing like they don't care how your name's supposed to be pronounced, honey. I hate that. I'm like, child, can you just take a moment? See if you can kind of get it together. Do I need to spell it phonetically for you or what? Thank you so much for the super sticker. I like the name Dragonfly Jones. I just laughed uncontrollably. Them cats do roll all over. Oh my goodness, child. It's just a mess. A mess. Thank you, Dollface. Love your reviews and live chats. Thank you so much. I love y'all. I love all of y'all, honey. I can't wait for our lives so we can get on here and talk. Let's play devil's advocate. Maybe Jacob's package is tiny, and that turned her off for the rest of the season. She looked like she like it tiny, honey. She don't look like she like no, she don't look like she like no zhuzh of it all, honey. She look like somebody you just poke a little bit and be like, all right, girl, go ahead on, honey. Clean yourself up. Make sure you pee before so you don't get so you don't get bacterial vaginosis. Goodbye, honey. This is what I think. I think that she was kind of starting to warm up when they went to the aquarium and everything in Vegas. And she saw the other couples kind of taking a kinship to each other. So she decided to lay it on down after a night of drinking. But then she realized when she woke up that Jacob was laying there bare chested and all, honey, because y'all know Jacob gonna take his shirt off if he don't do nothing else. And she was like, oh my God, what did I just do? And it was kind of like a walk of shame, but you can't walk because you're married, honey. So walk your behind in there and clean up, girl. Suck it up, buttercup. You've done it. So that's all I can say. Hey, Karen Mills. Hey, girl. Hey. Eric thinks because he's older and been married before, that's the way. That is his way. Is right to approach marriage, sir. You were divorced, so something is wrong with you, honey. Something exactly. And that other woman ran far, far, far away and fast. Child, she was so happy to be away. Child, she couldn't wait to get away from him, and she just got remarried, probably as happy as ever, skipping off into the sunset, unbothered. Do you think Jacob and Virginia would have made a good couple? Um, No. The reason why I say no is because I feel like Jacob, he probably would have been a little bit too straight laced for Virginia. Eric is straight laced, but at the same time, he tries to impress. So he'll have a drink with her or he'll hang out with her or whatever because he's going to get drunk and get to fighting. And plus, he was in the military. And you know, all the military people do is drink anyway, honey. Drink, party, pass out. But I feel like with Jacob, with his IT structure and her unstructured ways, they probably wouldn't mesh well together. I think Jacob probably should have, I don't know. Maybe Jacob should have been with Clara because Clara, she craves someone to tell her nice things and let them know that they love her. And baby, Clara would have been wearing that $800 bracelet proud. Do you hear me? Smiling. Talking about, I just love Jacob. He's the best thing that ever happened to me. He definitely should have been with Clara. Clara and Jacob should have been together. Eric and Haley should have been together. And Ryan and Virginia should have been together. Because I feel like Virginia would have loosened Ryan up just a bit. Honey, he would not know what hit him. He definitely was going to drop them draws with Virginia because Virginia was going to take it either way it goes. So you could do it willingly or you can do it willingly or unwillingly. But anyway it goes, somebody going to pop it for pimp tonight. I'm just telling you. So I feel like Virginia and Ryan should have been together. Haley and Eric should have been together, and Clara and Jacob. And then we could just keep Bree and Vincent together, and Paige in her wig, and Chris on over there wherever he is, child, with that ex. Okay. My problem with Haley handles things is that the way she handles things is that just because she isn't feeling it with him doesn't mean she needs to hurt the man's feelings. Karina, honey, a moment of silence for some sense. Okay. When I tell you that that is the truth, you can disagree. Okay. But you don't have to berate him every single chance you get. It's like he doesn't get a second of peace. It's always negativity attached to each and every thing that she says to him. Even when they were writing the nice letters about each other, she was like, is it going to be double spaced? Are you going to use a big font? A font, fool? I'm writing. So how am I going to use a font, honey? Your jokes aren't even landing. Okay? Like if you're going to be funny, at least like have some wits about you. Try, please. Jacob not dark enough for Clara. He got some dark humor, so that counts for something. I mean, I just feel like Clara don't really know what she wants. Clara just wants somebody. Okay? Because if you're gonna sit up with a man prior to Ryan, who was not having sex with you for 3 years, and then you go over here with Ryan, and then you say he's a 10 out of 10 and he ain't having sex either, child, you'll accept any old thing. Girl, if you don't get over there with Jacob and his makeshift beach and his sand and got a gym in the back, he gonna build you a crafting shed. You say you like to craft. He gonna build you a shed just for your sewing machines and all of that, all your paint and your kennel that you need to make your clay pots. Girl, go on over there with Jacob. Child, this is what they really need to do. Who should have done it? That should be the name of the show, honey. And I'll be the host. I'll be your host, Miss Misha. Honey, y'all gonna have to speak y'all speech to each other, and I'm gonna put y'all together how I want y'all to go. And Clara, get on in there with Jacob. Jacob, keep your shirt on, even though Clara is ready to go to Pound Town. Okay, but we're gonna wait at least until episode 3. Paige, we're gonna put you in a good wig and we're gonna get you with somebody else. Okay, Chris, go to hell. Virginia, we're gonna now put you over here with Ryan. Ryan, you're gonna have to drop them jaws because Virginia don't play that. Okay, and she drinks Thursday through Sunday, so she's not gonna be available. So all that napping you like to do, feel free. Haley and Eric, y'all can both be sticking the muds together. Haley's not gonna say anything on camera because she's gonna like you for whatever reason, child. And then the show will go on. I'm just saying. Chris can go to hell, honey, in a handbasket with gasoline draws on, honey. I ain't gonna never. Let me tell you something. It's few people that you forget from reality television. Chris has made my list. These are the people that I will never forget as far as reality television is concerned. Flavor Flav, honey, New York, Chance, okay, I will never forget him. I will never forget when Flavor Flav had that show when he decided to marry that lady, honey. Oh, that was a whole fool. I'll never forget that. And I will never forget Chris from Married at First Sight season 12. The way he has treated Paige, I will never forget him ever. Honey, I want to, but I never forget him. And you know what? I saw something that he had posted, and it was him, and he was dressed up. He looks like a man this day, honey, for whatever reason. Thank you, Karina. So y'all like who should have done it, honey? And then I'm gonna have on the, underneath, who should have gone to Pound Town, honey. So yeah, so I saw Chris. He had on a hat. He was looking like a man. I was like, oh, okay, look like a man, honey. You need to keep that hat on because that broccoli head of hair of yours, honey, it ain't working for you. But he had that hat on, and some old women came to him. They were lit, honey. They were so drunk, child, all the way drunk. Yes. So they were completely drunk. And they went up to Chris and they were like, we know you from somewhere. And so the one lady was like, you should have stayed with that girl. And Chris was kind of like laughing it off or whatever. He was actually kind of being genuine. I got to give him that. He was actually being respectable to these older ladies. So they were cussing or whatever, drunk, honey, talking about they've been drinking tequila for 40 days and 40 nights. And so one lady was like, I know you. You from 90 Day Fiance. I said, oh my God. Not 90 Day Fiance, honey. So as the time he was on live. Now listen to this. You know you have to be a hated person in reality television for you to be on a live. And the lady was like, let these people say something. He said, I have my comments turned off because people are really mean. No, you have your comments turned off because you are really mean. Like initially, we didn't go into this thinking we were going to be mean to you. But it's the way you treated this lady. So, the gist of it was the drunk heifers found out that he was on Married at First Sight, child. And then they was like, are you going to get back with the girl? And he was looking all crazy. And then he said, you know what? I got to go, child. Because he didn't want to answer none of their questions. And then he got in his car or his Uber or whatever, his rented car, and went on about his business. But I was just looking at his demeanor and I was just thinking, if you would have presented this guy right here to us, we would not hate you or dislike you. Hate is a strong word. We wouldn't dislike you the way that we do. But because you presented some idiot child, that's the reason why people treat you the way they do. Good night, Sharon. The swap, but the drama is crazy because none of them seem shady AF about it. Because some of them are shady AF about it. You talking about the me switching the couples up? I was waiting for one of the crabs to just jump up and pinch Haley in the face. She wasn't getting too close. She was having Vincent do it, and he was so far away from the pot. I'm like, just put the crab in the water. Gosh, dog. Now that's unattractive. Now, okay, I understand you being scared of the horses. That's a valid fear because the horses can do some stuff, and sometimes they have a mind of their own. I understand that. But you being afraid to put this crab in this bucket, like, ugh. Child, if I was Brie, I would have been like, okay, that did it for me. I'm done. I ain't gonna be able to do it no more. I'm good. No, Ryan needs to be matched with another dude. Brown sugar. I'm not getting in that. Let me tell y'all what somebody said to me. They said, why do you make what did they say to me? Basically, they were saying like I was homophobic because they said I always make comments about men. First, it was Ryan, and then it was something that I said on my Real Housewives of Atlanta review. I said, first of all, don't play with me like that. Okay. No, I am not. Everybody in the comments is saying the same thing. So I decided, you know what? I'm not going to speak on that no more because I don't want to have to cuss nobody out. Okay. I'm new. I'm growing. I'm trying, honey. I'm trying. But at the same time, don't just come and put a label on me. I don't like that kind of stuff. Now, your opinion is your opinion, but don't be disrespectful. And I was just like, what are you saying? Child gone, honey. Don't even do that over here. And I remember that guy scatting talking about, come on, be my. Are y'all talking about Real World New Orleans? You talking about David? He was all like, sweet da doo dee da doo dee. Child, that David was something else, honey. I'm actually slightly annoyed by Brie. Her lack of compromise is annoying. It is crazy, T. It is. And I felt him on the fact that he doesn't want to do that. Okay, so he told you ahead of time. Really, the outing was for Brie instead of for them together. I feel like she should have talked to him about it just a little bit. Child, the whole time I'm thinking I'm talking to y'all, child, I'm on mute, honey. This season was just a mess. I like last season. I secretly fell in love with Woody at first sight too. Listen, I rewatched season 11 of Married at First Sight. And child, when I tell y'all, I was like, oh my goodness. See, this is what I'm talking about. You want to get feels when you're watching Married at First Sight. You want to feel like, man, I could potentially do this because they're making it look so easy, or there really is potential to find love out there. But the way that they doing it on season 12, you're angry, you're upset, honey. Your blood pressure all up, child. You got to call Chris all kind of names. And I mean, it's just too much. It is entirely too much now. If I was reviewing last season, I would have gotten Karen all the way together. Okay? Don't treat Miles like that. Okay? Don't do that. But, this season right here is just a whole different breed of people. Like, it's just, ugh. Now, don't get me wrong. I appreciate it because it catapulted my channel. You know, Shout out to Married at First Sight season 12. But at the same time, I feel like they could have done something a little bit better because this is supposed to be a feel good show. Not all this, honey. Yes, pug life, a bunch of COVID couples. Y'all put them on this conveyor belt and sent them on out and said, "Here, Married at First Sight." I don't like that. Vincent wants to go everywhere, yet scary or pissed when uncomfortable with anything he hasn't experienced. Doesn't make sense. My Valentine, you are so right. But if you notice, the things that he listed are all things that are safe. I want to go to the cigar bar. I want to go to Disneyland. I want to go to the kitchen, get some more champagne. I want to go to the store. I want to go to the grocery store. Like everything he was naming was something you could do around the corner and stuff you should have already done before you got married. Like, boy, go on with that. And then when she wants to do something adventurous or do something fun. And I think Brie needs to get out of her head when it comes to Vincent too. She's trying to do things that she think he might like the whole salsa dancing thing. Okay. And he was like, I don't do this class stuff. And I'm like, okay, you don't do it, but at the same time, being married is about compromising. So I think that's probably why she didn't compromise when she was talking about waking up. She was like, wake the hell up or not wake the hell up, but I'm going to be talking. Morning, sunshine. Brie looked like one of those people that come in and pull the shades back real fast. Good morning, sun shining just as bright. Oh my goodness. She'll get cussed out, honey. They should do Married at First Sight for people in their 30s, 40s, and 50s because by that time, most people are ready to settle down and maybe more willing to do the work. I don't know now, because aren't these people in there? Oh, you know what? Some of them are in their 20s.